A very good morning to you children. I hope you all are fine. So today once again it's time for your weekly GK class, and today we are going to study chapter number 3, that is extreme airports of the world. Now children, there are many strange places, many strange buildings which are there in the world, and we don't have knowledge about all the things. But in this chapter today, we are going to learn about some strange airports which are there around the world, and they have their own speciality. So let us learn about some of them. See, some airports of the world are known for their extreme locations, where the landing of airplanes is very challenging. So all around the world, there are certain airports which are famous for their location. Maybe they are located in some extreme places, and here landing of planes is a challenging affair. Now we are going to identify some airports by the description which is given to us. Now in the first part, you can see that a plane is running over water. Now what is this? This is the only airport in the world where scheduled flights use a beach as a runway. So on this airport, there is no runway which is made of concrete. The runway is a beach. So that is why you can see in the picture that the plane is running over water. And this airport is located in Scotland, and the name of this airport is Barra International Airport. Barra International Airport. The second strange airport is that this is the only airport where a regular freight train rolls through every day. In the picture you can see that this is a runway on which the plane runs, and a train is passing through that runway. So a freight train means a train which carries goods, not the passenger train, but a train which carries goods. Such a train always passes daily from this runway. This airport is in New Zealand, and the name of this airport is Gisborne Airport. Gisborne Airport, right? Now third one, this is the only airport that does not have a paved runway. So it does not have a paved runway means there is no road as a runway. There is a long stretch of snow and ice as runway. Now the name of this airport is the Ice Runway, and obviously we could easily guess out that this place is situated in Antarctica, where there is snow and ice all around. Right? Coming to the fourth one, you can see it's a very busy place, it seems to be, right? This airport is unique. Unique means strange, different, because here the main landing strip passes through the main street of the city. Now when the plane lands, the road passes through the main road of the city, and the traffic here has to stop for every plane that lands or take off. So whenever a plane lands or whenever a plane takes off, there has to be a stop in the traffic. So उस main road पे जो traffic pass करता है उसको stop किया जाता है ताकि plane land off और take off कर सके. This airport is situated in the British Overseas Territory, and the name of this airport is Gibraltar International Airport. Gibraltar International Airport. Coming on to the next one. Now this airport is large enough to be viewed from space. It's here in the middle of a sea. It's such a big in its size that it can be seen from the space also. And this airport faces frequent earthquakes, cyclones, and an unstable seabed. Unstable seabed because in the sea waves come. So because of that, the seabed is unstable. Now this airport, as we can guess, because Japan is called the land of earthquakes, so that is why this airport is located in Japan, and it is known as Kansai International airport. That is Kansai International Airport. Now let us learn about the last one. On this airport, the aeroplanes have to fly over the beach and then over the road before landing on the runway. So when the airplane runs over the runway, firstly it flies over the beach and then over the road and then it lands on the runway. This airport is located in Saint Martin and the name of this airport is Princess Juliana International Airport. Once again, Princess Juliana International Airport. Now, after learning about some strange airports around the world, let's begin with lesson 4, in which we are going to learn about some largest and highest places in India. So let us begin. The first one is the highest gateway, which is located in Fatehpur Sikri in Agra, and the name of this building is Buland Darwaza. The second one is the highest dam, India's highest dam, which is located in Uttarakhand, and the name of this dam is Tehri Dam. Tehri Dam, which is the highest dam and located in Uttarakhand. The longest railway platform, this is in UP or Uttar Pradesh, and the name where this platform is Gorakhpur. So the Gorakhpur platform is the longest railway platform and it is located in Uttar Pradesh. Coming on to the next one. The highest waterfall. The highest waterfall in India is located in Karnataka and the name of this waterfall is Kunchikal Falls. Kunchikal Falls, located in Karnataka, is the highest waterfall in India. The highest minaret. Minaret means a tower, and we all are a witness to this because it's located in Delhi. So we all know that Qutub Minar is the highest minaret in India and it is located in Delhi. The highest rainfall. Now Meghalaya is the place where this place feels or gets the highest rainfall, and this place is Mawsynram, right? It is in Meghalaya. Next is the highest mountain peak, which is located in Sikkim, and the name is Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga mountain peak in Sikkim is the highest mountain peak in India. Coming to the 8th one, we have the tallest building, and this tallest building is located in Mumbai, and the name of this building is Imperial Tower. The last one is the highest road in India, which is at a very high height, you can say that it is located in Ladakh because Ladakh is located at a great height. So the highest road in Ladakh is the Khardungla. Khardungla is the highest road in India. So children, I hope today in today's GK class you have learnt about many new things. We have learnt about some international airports which are unique in their kind, and similarly we have also learnt about things, monuments and places which are either largest or highest in India. So this piece of information is very knowledgeable for us and we should learn them. So you'll be writing these 2 pages in your books as well as you'll be learning them also. Till then, have a nice day.